We've heard the story of our iconic blue bag, but we also have an iconic yellow bin story.
The year is 2003. E-waste was not even a term that was known to most people, and yet consumption of equipment, of devices was very, very high. There were no rules in 2003, no regulations for electronic waste, and yet a lot of this waste was being generated and then just dumped. So given this situation, in 2003, Sahas worked with the Indo-German Swiss venture, which was under an umbrella called HAVA. And that's when I also visited the areas where the informal recycling was taking place. Extraction of precious metal, gold, etc. was done with acid using heavy metals like mercury. Hands were used, not even gloves, used as protection for people working in this kind of conditions. There was also a lot of burning taking place. Copper wires were extracted just by open burning, and whatever was not useful was, just dumped. So our work right from 2003 to 2010 was well accepted, documented, and became the base for the rules which ultimately came out in 2011. We are happy that responsibility across the supply chain, consumption, producers, all of that was integrated into the rules, and that is what we have to do.
So e-waste as a category required a very different strategy. Here was something where our communication had to focus on not the littering or the segregation problem, but rather telling people not to sell their e-waste, not to make money out of it. Hence, we realized that we needed very strong communication material, and thankfully, our funder at that time, EMC Square, gave good amount of funding for creating good content, and we had Vinod Ishwar, a very talented filmmaker who came on board, and we created our iconic mental environmental film, which became a hit all across. It was specially targeted at school children who were our focus area during this intervention. And the two mascots that came out of from this film, the mental and environmental, they became mascots for Sahas. So you can see them across our projects conveying different kinds of actions, call for actions in waste. We reached out to about 100 schools in this program, conducting various awareness drives and sessions for children and parents alike.
Sahas had been carrying out many awareness programs around e-waste for many years. But in 2016, we realized that just doing awareness is not sufficient. We need to also provide logistics. We need to provide a call to action. What do people do once they know that e-waste cannot be dropped along with the dry waste? Be Responsible was a program Sahas had carried out in partnership with Inside from 2016 almost till 2021. We provided 3 types of logistics options. We set up drop boxes in public places like Bangalore One centers, post offices, supermarkets. We also provided on-call door-to-door pickup through an app. We also did monthly collection drives in different areas of Bangalore where we were doing the awareness. We had a driver, Anand, who was doing the pickup from these areas. And once the collection reached about 3 to 4 tons per month, we realized that the service fee that he was getting from the collection was sufficient to make this like an independent business.
ಸಾಹಸ್ NGOದಲ್ಲಿ ಫಸ್ಟ್ ನಮಗೆ ಒಂದು ತಿಂಗಳಲ್ಲಿ 300 kg 400 kg ಆಗ್ತಾಯಿತ್ತು. ಈಗೇನಾಗಿದೆ, ನಮ್ಮದು ಈ ಪ್ರಕೃತಿಯಿಂದ ಒಂದು ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗಿದೆ. ತುಂಬ ಜನಗಳು ನಮಗೆ ಫೋನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾ ಇದ್ದಾರೆ. ಅಂದರೆ ಈ ರೀಸೈಕಲ್ ಒಳ್ಳೆ ಕಂಪನಿ ಈ ಥರ ಇವರಿಗೆ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು ಅನ್ನೋದು ಫ್ರೀ ಆಫ್ ಕಾಸ್ಟಲ್ಲಿ ನಾವು ತಗೊಂಡೋಗೋಂಥದ್ದು. ಮತ್ತೇನಾಗಿದೆ ಅಂದರೆ ಅದನ್ನು ಆಥರೈಸ್ಡ್ ಗೌರ್ಮೆಂಟ್ ಕಂಪ್ನಿಗೆ ನಾವು ಕೊಡೋವಂಥದ್ದು. ಬೇರೆ ಕಬಡ್ಡಿ ವಾಲಾಗೆ ಇವ್ರು ಕೊಡಲ್ಲ. ಮತ್ತು ನಾವು ಕಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಟೀಮಲ್ಲಿ ಇದ್ದೀವಿ, ಕಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ವಿ, ಇದುವರೆಗೂ ಮಾಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ವಿ, ಇನ್ನೂ ಮಾಡಬೇಕಂತ ಇದ್ವಿ, ಇನ್ನೂ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ ಆಗಬೇಕಾದ್ರೆ ಪರ್ ಮಂತ್ 4 ಟನ್ ಕಲೆಕ್ಷನ್ ಮಾಡಿ ನಾವು ರೀಸೈಕಲಿಂಗ್ ಆಥರೈಸ್ಡ್ ಕಂಪ್ನಿಗೆ ಕೊಡ್ತಾಯಿದ್ದೀವಿ.